Hello everyone, welcome to Students Point. This is 14th of July and today we have to see 10 selected questions along with some additional facts at the end. So be attentive and be focused till the end. And if you wish to get PDF of all these videos, you can join me on Telegram by writing the channel's name like this. You will find the channel there with this logo. You should also follow us on Instagram by writing the channel's name like this, studentspoint_. And if you are finding my videos useful, don't forget to like the video and share the video with your friends and loved ones. Also don't forget to press the subscribe button and bell icon so that you receive all the notification. Only if you press the bell icon, then only you will receive all the notification of all the important videos from this channel and you will never miss any opportunity to learn and grow every day. Let's move ahead, but first we have to see one question which everyone has to answer in the comment section. The question is, which became the first country in Asia to conduct national election during COVID-19 pandemic? These are the options. Read the options and don't commit the same mistakes. Read the question very carefully and then the options and then answer it in the comment section. Now let's see the previous day question. The question was, which is the largest source known to cause land degradation? Though we have not dealt with this question, but still many of you tried it and answered the question correctly. And many of you who are still not answered the question correctly but attempted very nicely. They were just close to the answer. See, before we see the answer, first we have to know what is land degradation. See, land degradation is the loss in quality and quantity of arable land. Land is either losing its fertility and turning into arid or semi-arid regions. This is happening because of various reasons. The prime reason behind it is water erosion, which alone accounts for around 11% of the total land turning into degraded land. So water erosion is the prime reason behind turning normal land into degraded land. Then it is followed by vegetation degradation. The loss of forests and trees, that is deforestation, is also prime reason, but it is the second most leading cause for land degradation. Then it is followed by wind erosion. So you have to remember all these three. Water erosion, the largest source for land degradation, followed by vegetation degradation and then followed by wind degradation. And we have a convention called as United Nations Convention to Combat Desertification. It sets the target of year 2030 by which we will neutralize the land degradation. What is land degradation neutralization? See, this convention provides definition of land degradation neutralization. So LDN is defined as a state wherein amount as well as the quality of land which are required to maintain a healthy ecosystem and enhance our food security either increases or remain stable. Then that state is called as land degradation neutrality. These statements and these definitions are very important for your mains examinations. And last day we have seen one more question, that was, why do the comets get closer to the sun? A few of you have answered this question correctly. The answer of it is because of gravitational force of sun. Because of immense gravitational force of sun, it attracts a smaller bodies like comets towards it. The next question now, or the first question now. Ranjit Sabwan, Savarna Sabwan and the Bahadur Savan in news recently refers to, so it refers to flood resistant paddy. So here A is the right answer. And recently farmers from Golaghat district in Assam has cultivated new flood resistant paddy varieties to shift from traditional ones. These rice varieties can resist submergence for 1 to 2 weeks and significantly reduce the damage caused by heavy floods. As Brahmaputra is known to cause heavy floods in the state of Assam, so this variety of rice is going to play a major role in food security in the state of Assam. And what are the suitable conditions for production of rice? See, rice is a kharif crop and the temperature required for production of rice is above 25 degrees Celsius and it requires high humidity and annual rainfall above 100 centimeter. While West Bengal in India is the largest producer of rice, followed by Uttar Pradesh. And India is the second largest producer of rice in the world, which produces more than 20% of the world's rice. And China is the largest producer of rice. Next question now. Lieutenant Madeleine Swagel will receive Flight Officer insignia known as Wings of Gold from. So Madeleine Swagel will receive this Wings of Gold from US Navy. So here B is the right answer. And she is the first known black female tactical aircraft pilot in the US Navy's 110 history of aviation. And Swagel's milestone comes after 45 years when Rosemary Mariner in 1974 became the first woman to fly a tactical fighter jet in US Navy. Next question now. India has recently submitted which voluntary national review to United Nations over initiatives taken by India for achievement of sustainable development goals. So India has recently submitted its second voluntary national review to United Nations, and it was submitted by Niti Aayog, and the title of this report is Decade of Action Taking Sustainable Development Goals from Global to Local. I repeat the title once again, Decade of Action Taking SDGs from Global to Local. And this second VNR report of India also highlights the features and responses of India under Atmanirbhar Bharat Abhiyan, which will assist India in achieving sustainable development goals. The target for achieving of SDGs has been set to the year of 2030. So we have seen that we have two targets to be achieved by 2030. The first one is to achieve land degradation neutrality, and then we have to achieve sustainable development goals. In examinations, they ask the year of target which has been set by international bodies. And India's first VNR report was again published by or submitted by Niti Aayog in the year of 2017. Why Niti Aayog is submitting such reports to UN? Because Niti Aayog is the competent body for India to overview the schemes which are being implemented in the country for the implementation and achievement of SDGs by 2030. Next question now. Consider the following statements about powers of Election Commission to delay polls or elections. Let's see. Section 153 of Representation of Peoples Act 1951 empowers Election Commission to postpone the election. This statement is correct. The section 153 of RPA Act 1951 gives Election Commission the power to postpone elections. However, it is limited only in certain circumstances, which we will see later on. The next statement now. Article 172 Clause 1 provides that in case of a state of emergency, an election can be postponed for 6 months at a time in addition to a period of 3 months after emergency is lifted. See, here the term state is not meant for the territorial connotation. Here the term state means condition or situation, that is situation of emergency. See, this term state has different meanings in different subjects. For instance, the term state has a different meaning in physics. It is used to denote the different state of matter which are solid, liquid, gas, plasma, and Bose-Einstein condensate. While in Constitution or Indian Constitution, the term state has different meaning. In our Indian Constitution, a state has two different meanings. The first one is about the territorial connotation, that is the territorial boundary of states like UP, Telangana, Odisha, Bihar, Tamil Nadu, Maharashtra. These are the territorial connotation of a state. While the term state again has different meaning in Article 12 of the Constitution. And Article 12 of the Constitution defines a state as government which includes both central government as well as state government or any other authority within the boundaries of India. So Article 12 provides the definition of a state, and that state refers to government or authority, not refers to any territorial connotation. I hope you will understand this difference between the term and the meaning of state. And here this statement is wrong because this Article 172 Clause 1 provides that election can be postponed for up to 1 year at a time and in addition to 6 months after emergency is lifted. So here this tenure has been reduced, that is why this statement is wrong. So here only first statement is correct, so here B is the right answer. However, powers provided under section 153 of RPA 1951 can be used only in a special circumstance, and that should not go beyond the 6 months and should not go beyond the date of normal dissolution of Lok Sabha or the state legislative assembly, and this power of section 153 can be exercised only after an election schedule has been notified. So this is the rare circumstance wherein this power provided under section 153 can be used, that is only after the election schedule has been notified. And recently this issue was in news because various political parties has raised concerns over holding elections in Bihar amid COVID-19 pandemic and asked Election Commission to postpone the elections for time. So now what Election Commission will do and what it can do, since this section can be utilized only when the election schedule is notified. However, election schedule is not yet notified in Bihar. So what else Election Commission can do? See, under Article 3 to 4, Election Commission can inform Union Government of its inability to hold elections on time. Then government can decide over the future course of action, that either to impose President's rule or provides the incumbent Chief Minister, that is the Chief Minister which is going to retire, to continue for 6 more months. So let's see what happens. Next question now. Jyotsna Bhatt, who passed away recently, was a well-known ceramic artist. So here C is the right answer. And Jyotsna Bhatt lived during 1940 till 2020, was an Indian ceramist and potter. She studied and later taught at Maharaja Sayaji Rao University of Baroda for 40 years. Next question now. Consider the following statements about rights of disabled persons. Say, in Anmol Bhandari versus Delhi Technological University case of 2012, Delhi High Court held that people suffering from disabilities are also socially backward and are therefore at the very least entitled to the same benefits as given to scheduled caste and scheduled tribe candidates. This statement is correct. So this case is related to the rights of disabled persons. The case is named as Anmol Bhandari versus Delhi Technological University case, which was held in 2012. In this case, Delhi High Court said that disabled persons are at par with socially backward and they should be entitled to the same benefits which are provided to SCs and STs community in the country. So the here first statement is correct. And Rights of Persons with Disabilities Act 2016 provide reservation to disabled of seats in government higher educational institutions that should not be less than 5%, and in government jobs as well that should not be less than 4%. So at max, as of now, disabled persons are entitled for a reservation of up to 4% in government jobs and reservation of up to 5% in government higher educational institutions. So here again both of the statements are correct, so C is the right answer. And since the Delhi High Court has said that disabled persons are entitled to get the benefits at par with SCs and STs, so any provisions and articles related to SCs and STs in our constitution shall apply on the disabled persons as well. So what are the articles related to SCs and STs? Let's see. Article 15 Clause 4 empowers a state to make a special provision for the advancement of SCs, that is scheduled caste, and scheduled tribes by providing fee concession in admission to any educational institutions, building hostels for STs and STs. At the same time, Article 15 Clause 5 empowers a state to reserve seats for SCs and STs in admission to educational institutions, including private educational institutions, whether aided or unaided by the state. And please remember that this state term here refers to the government or the authority, not to territorial connotation. So it includes both central government as well as the state government. And there is a scheme called as Accessible India Campaign, also called as Sugamya Bharat Abhiyan. It was launched by Prime Minister Modi in 2015 on 3rd of December. On 3rd of December because on this day International Day of Persons with Disabilities is being observed. And the issue was in news because recently Supreme Court of India has observed that persons suffering from disabilities are also socially backward and are entitled to the same benefits of relaxation as SCs and STs candidates in public employment and education are. Next question now. Consider the following statements about CII ITC Sustainability Award. CII here refers to Confederation of Indian Industries, which is a NGO of industries in India. It is headquartered in New Delhi. Let's see now. It recognizes exemplary performance in economic, social and environmental dimensions of Indian business. The statement is correct, and it is instituted by CII ITC Center for Excellence for Sustainable Development in 2006. This is also correct. So again here C is the right answer. It was in news because NTPC Limited has won CII ITC Sustainability Award of 2019 under Outstanding Accomplishment in Corporate Excellence category. And National Thermal Power Corporation Limited is India's largest power corporation, established in the year of 1975 to accelerate power development in India. And this is headquartered in New Delhi. And it became a Maharatna company in May 2010. Next question now. Ophiocordyceps sinensis, also called as Himalayan Viagra, has been categorized by IUCN Red List into. So this has been categorized into vulnerable category. So here A is the right answer. And this is how this fungus looks like. This is a fungus, and it is world's costliest fungus, which is sold in international markets for price up to rupees 20 lakh per kg. And it has entered into IUCN Red List threatened species. Its spread has declined at least by 30% over the past 15 years as a result of over harvesting. And this fungus is also known as Kira Jadi in Uttarakhand because of its caterpillar-like appearance. And it is endemic to Himalayan and Tibetan plateau. It is found in China, Bhutan, Nepal and India. In India particularly, it is found in Uttarakhand in the higher reaches of districts like Pithoragarh and Chamoli. And if you have not liked the video yet, do like the video and share the video with your friends and loved ones. Next question now. Consider the following statements about RQ-11 Raven. This is an important question. Be attentive everyone. It is a remotely controlled unmanned aerial vehicle, in short called as UAV, that is launched with hand. The statement is correct. Just like in our childhood, we used to throw with our hands the plane made with papers. Similarly, this RQ-11 Raven is being thrown by hand or is being launched by hand, and it can fly up to an altitude of 500 feet from the ground level with a speed of between 45 to 97 kilometers per hour. The statement is correct. Once it is launched by the hand, it takes and gains its speed, and it can reach even up to 45 to 97 kilometers per hour. So here both of the statements are correct. So C is the right answer. And it is manufactured by AeroVironment, US California based defense contractor, and it can fly up to a distance of 10 kilometers. So horizontally it can cover 10 kilometers, vertically it can reach up to 500 meters. And there was one more weapon in use called as a spike firefly. This firefly ammunition has loitering capability, that is to locate the target, but it has also the capability to call back if the target has moved beyond the range. So this spike fly can fly to the enemy location, and if the enemy has gone away from that location, it can also be called back to the safe place. And it is being developed under a joint venture of Israeli company Rafael Advanced Defense Systems and Israel's Ministry of Defense. Both of these weapons were in news because Indian Army is set to acquire 200 pieces of RQ-11 UAV and a spike firefly ammunition that can deliver a precision strike on enemy troops hiding within a range of 1 kilometer. The next question now. Which country is the largest trading partner of India? So US is the largest trading partner of India. And as per the data released recently by Commerce Ministry in 2019-20, the bilateral trade between US and India was 88.75 billion US dollar as against 87.96 billion US dollar in 2018-19. So you can see that compared to the financial year of 2018-19, trade between US and India has increased, though marginally, but it has increased to 88.75 billion USD. And India has a trade surplus of 17.42 billion US dollar in 2019-20 with United States. While in 2018-19, US first surpassed China to become India's top trading partner, and China was earlier India's top trading partner from 2013-14 till 2017-18. And before China, United Arab Emirates, which is a Middle Eastern country, was country's largest trading partner. Let's see some more points which were in news. The Uttar Pradesh government has recently announced that killing of Vikas Dubey, who allegedly, while trying to escape from police custody on July 10th, will be probed by a single member commission called as Sasikant Agrawal Commission. And next point now, for the first time, Indian Railways loaded a special parcel train beyond the boundary of country, that is to Benapole in Bangladesh, with dry chilies from Redipalem in Guntur district of Andhra Pradesh. So do share and like the video, subscribe and press the bell icon. Wait for the upcoming video. Until then, stay safe and thanks for watching.